Labor unions rally behind Kamala Harris, express concerns over potential VP pick Mark Kelly. Vice President Kamala Harris has garnered substantial endorsements from many of the nation's largest labor unions since announcing her presidential candidacy. However, concerns are emerging within the labor movement over the potential selection of Sen Mark Kelly, D-Ariz, as her running mate due to his stance on key labor reform legislation. Current and former union officials told ABC News that Kelly's refusal to support the Protecting the Right to Organize Pro Act has raised alarm bells. This legislation is crucial for easing the formation of unions and securing labor contracts, while some officials outright oppose Kelly as a vice presidential pick. Others believe his policy position should be considered within a broader context. John Samuelson, president of the Transport Workers Union and an ally of President Joe Biden, questioned the rationale behind considering Kelly for the vice presidency if he does not support the PRO Act. "It's the most important piece of national legislation workers have right now," he told ABC News. The Transport Workers Union is part of the AFL-CIO, a 12.5 million member union federation that endorsed Harris on Monday. Samuelson, however, will not decide on his union's endorsement of Harris until after she selects her vice presidential nominee. Kelly, who has been in office since 2020, has consistently declined to endorse the PRO Act. The latest version of the bill, known as the Richard L. Trumka Protecting the Right to Organize Act, is supported by 48 of the 51 U.S. senators who caucus with Democrats. Richard Bensinger, former organizing director at the AFL-CIO, expressed his opposition to Kelly due to his stance on the PRO Act, stating on X, "Only 3 Democrats refused to sign on to the PRO Act, one of whom was Mark Kelly." In response, Kelly's office emphasized his support for labor, pointing to his background as the son of 2 union police officers and his endorsements from the Arizona AFL-CIO and the Association of Flight Attendants CWA in 2022. A labor leader whose union endorsed Harris told ABC News that Kelly's position on the PRO Act should not detract from his perceived support for labor or Harris's consideration of him for vice president. Another union president, however, opposed Kelly's potential selection, arguing that the Democrats cannot afford to have someone perceived as soft on labor on the ticket. Larry Cohen, former president of the Communications Workers of America, acknowledged concerns about Kelly's position on the PRO Act but emphasized the importance of selecting a candidate who can help the Democratic ticket win. In November, "I wouldn't rule out Mark Kelly," Cohen said, noting Arizona's status as a battleground state. "The #1 goal is beating Trump.